hold on. Let me know. Keep me knowing what's going on. Can you hear me now? Check one. Check one. You can hear me now? Sal says no sound. All right. So hold tight, Sal. We're gonna go down memory lane. Okay, good. We're gonna go down memory lane here with some of Dandy's tunes, more knowable, recognizable tunes. Maybe to you, maybe not to you, but we'll play some Dandy right now. Hold tight.
Musical this mama think about ways to make your hip can jump and twist.
Will! Let's go back a little further than that, shall we? Yeah, man. 1970, we're going. Hold tight.
Version with discretion from the top with this back.
Okay, I'm getting the signals. They're hearing. Bobby's in the building. Margaret's in the building. Who else is in there? I can hear you now. Cool. That's very cool. I don't hear anything though. I hear nothing. Hello, hello, hello. Johnny B, I hear nothing. Yeah, I don't hear the music either.
You would say bow wow wow wow.
I hear it,
What's
but
your name? It's Mary Sue Lane.
Sal says it's working now. Thank you, Sal. I get to see you guys finally. I don't get to see you guys like in real time. Let's hear some tunes here from Dandy Livingstone before we get into the conversation.
Take me to the middle, take me to the middle, take me to the bridge, take me to the bridge, as James Brown would say. Alright? Bridge. Yeah.
I stood at the corner.
Wait until my shoes here, they got worn out.
So my heart
would be satisfied. So this was, let's say big five. I feel like it tonight.
You're number
so nice. Make me feel alright.
Hey, John, I can hear you though. Oh, they don't?
I just like the morning sun. It's so hard to find a personality with the charms like yours for me. Ooh-wee.
Remember, this is one turntable and a mic, you know. One turntable and a mic. So we're going to just go through memory lane and play a couple of tunes and see how he's feeling when he hears these tunes play.
All about the farm.
1, 2. 1, 2. We still reminiscing right now. Yeah, man, there is a mountain. Big up yourself, Dandy Livingstone in the building. Yes? We're running down memory lane for a while. We're going through memory lane. Let's go.
Look upon my garden gates. The snail, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Look upon my garden gates. The snail, that's what it is. First there is a mountain. Then there is no mountain. Then there is. First there is a mountain. Then there is no mountain. Then there is.
Inside the consciousness, we got Dandy Livingstone. That's what it is, people. That's what it is. Yeah, man.
First there is.
Wow, boy.
There is no mountain. Then there is. First there is a mountain. Then there is no mountain. Then there is. Caterpillar sheds his skin to find.
Chris is in the building.
Caterpillar sheds his skin to find a butterfly within. Look upon my garden gates. The snail, that's what it is. Yes, it is. Look upon my garden gates. The snail, that's what it is. Yes, it is. Bonita.
see Joe's in the building, Jeannie's in the building, Steve is in the building, Jesse's in the building. Yeah, man.
First there is a mountain, yes there is. Then there is no mountain, then there is.
What I say is it's one turntable and a mic. So what's the mix? Warm and easy. Warm and easy. What's the mix? Yeah, man. Coming again. Watch the thing now. Yeah. I don't want you. That's what it is. One turntable and a mic. It's gonna be alright. That's what we're talking about, people. Inside the Dandy Livingstone.
Susan, beware of the devil. Don't let him put us apart.
Big tune.
Did I hear you say we got apart? Or did you say let's go for a walk? Did I hear you say you got someone new? Or did you say you like the color of my shoe? I don't know what's going on. You're not the girl I used to know. You're turning my world upside down, branding me with a frown. Hey, of the devil, don't let him spoil your heart. Susan, beware of the devil. Don't let him put us apart. Did I hear you say you're leaving town? Or did you say you're sticking around? Did I hear you say you're serious? Or did you say it's all a bluff? Why do you wanna change our dreams? All the things we planned and schemed. Do you really wanna go? Or is it just an overnight glow? Hey, Susan, beware of the devil. Don't let him spoil your heart. Susan, beware of the devil.
Big up yourself, Amy. Big up yourself, Steven. Steven says first tune he ever heard with Dandy and he's hooked. Absolutely hooked. They let you like that to them. Let's go.
Did you say we got apart? Or did you say let's go for a walk? Did I hear you say you got someone new? Or did you say you like the color of my shoe?
Margaret's in the building loving the music.
You're not the girl I used to know. You're turning my world upside down, branding me with a frown. Hey, hey, Susan, beware of the devil.
Grace says more fire. Grace says more fire. Big up yourself.
Oh, don't let him put us apart. Oh, Susan, beware of the devil. Don't let him spoil your heart. Hey, hey. Susan, beware.
Now hold on there, road boy. Hold on there. Let's get him something else here. We're gonna make this thing a little bit faster here, because you know the man's time is money. So big things now you have to move fast. It's one of my favorite tunes. Yeah, man. We're living at the big city now. Let's go. Yes, ma'am. Man like Dandy Livingstone. Big things in the big city.
Groovy people.
Yeah, man.
Taxi cabs and private cars to take you near, to take you far. Doing big city, this is your.
Yes, man.
Restaurants and coffee bars, the chestnut man, hot dog stalls. Doing big city, this is all.
Like and share. Shout out to Hoods. Yes. What's your big city? Oh gosh, man.
Big city, night times, groovy people, discotheques and smart places, the bowling set with painted faces. Doing big city business, you're the pusher looking for the taker, the receiver searching for the giver. Doing big city business.
Bless up yourself, James. Bless up yourself, Amy. Bless up yourself, Jesse. Like and share, please. Like and share. Let's shout out your hoods.
Take your time, it's early yet. Drink your wine, smoke cigarettes. Doing big city business. Oh, the band is coming on again. Chances are you won't forget. Doing big city business.
All right, hold tight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring Dandy in the building. Let's bring Dandy in the building, man. Dandy been there very patiently watching me play forward with and enjoying his music. Dandy, what go on, my brother? Bring Dandy in the building. Let me see if we can see you. Oh, he's on delay. Ah, Dandy, what go on?
I'm here cool, taking it easy, you know, on an overcast Kingston day.
Oh, you don't have no fresh squeezed juice over there?
Beg your pardon?
You don't have any fresh squeezed juice over there like how you show off for me the other day?
Yeah, man. I just left it in the freezer just now. Keep it well chilled.
So listen, I'm telling you, people have been waiting to hear from you. You know, it's an honor. First off, it's an honor to hear you and speak with you. I have the privilege of knowing you before I knew who you really were. You know,
Yeah,
when I walked in the studio, I just saw you in the studio, but it turns out you was a legend in my. You know, I'm standing there next to a legend. I had no idea who you were, and your history is so vast.
I remember that day. It was about 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, it was about 5 years ago.
Yeah. And I was just working as usual, you know, making music. And
you're working on this new album?
No, I wasn't. No, I think it was completing. I was completing something. I don't remember now.
Wow.
Well, it was nice meeting you. Yeah, fun. Yeah, it was a good afternoon. It was a good afternoon.
It was a good afternoon. Yeah. It was a good afternoon. Yeah. But let me see if I can delve into some of your history here, because I know people have questions, and I'm going to look at the questions as well, but I'm going to ask you some of my own questions as well. Sure. Okay. Now I have a cheat sheet here, which is your Wikipedia page, and when I started going through, I was going through it over the weekend, and it said that you had very different versions of, or I should say, different characters that you recorded under.
Different ones, sorry.
You have a bunch of different names, or a whole heap of alias. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah, right.
Why is that? Why is that?
At the time, you know, Trojan at the time was like, yeah, right, Trojan. You know, the real thing. You know, they couldn't get enough music. They couldn't get enough music, right? So we just kept on, you know, recording. So I said to myself, hey, I have to come up with some of the name, you know, you know. So I went from Boy Friday to Prince of Darkness.
Yes.
And a couple of other tunes came under my proper name, Robert Thompson.
Yeah.
You know? By the way, Livingstone is my middle name.
Yes, I saw that. I read that part.
Livingstone is my middle name.
Wow.
So at first it was Dandy.
Yes.
Right? And then one day I said to myself, Dandy seemed to, you know, just standing alone. I add something to it, you know, about Livingstone. Yeah. And which became a cornerstone, right?
Yeah. And nobody now refused that.
Yeah. You know, can't touch that cornerstone. Trust me.
No, sir.
You know? Well, you know, I had some fun, plenty of fun. You know, plenty of fun.
According to your discography, you had a lot of fun. You had a lot of fun, Dandy. In those times, how did you get into this? You left from Jamaica and you went to England. How did you get into the music? Did you bring it with you? Was you musical already in Jamaica? Or
No,
did you?
no,
No.
I knew nothing about any Jamaican artists or nothing like that, right? My father used to play a lot of jazz, jazz music, you know,
Yeah.
and he used to whistle a lot too, and some big ballads, and but I love music. I love, but not. I didn't see myself. I hadn't thought of it being a musician or nothing like that, right? Because in those days, your parents, what music? Boy, you're
Yes,
mad.
yes, yeah. You're mad. Yeah. They still
Yeah,
say that, Dandy. They still say that.
yeah. Well, not as much as in my days, right? Anyway, when I got to England at 15.
Mhm.
you know, yeah, I started school, finished school rather, and I went to a technical college. I did tool making, and music came about in about 1963, right? And I tell people this every time, and it's a fact. I got really into music to just hold my own corner, stay away from peer pressure, right? The serious thing,
Yeah,
them guys on the corner and thing like
yeah,
that, and music playing, one thing could lead to the other, which I experienced a couple. I can recall a couple of incidents which I wasn't involved, but a couple of my mates were,
yeah,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So I really took up music. That was the cause of it. No, seriously.
So you run from trouble,
Yeah, man.
then you're gonna run back in that trouble when you start the music.
Yeah, it's beautiful trouble. Yeah, beautiful trouble, man. I'm still in it. Right? I love
Yeah.
it.
So you have a bunch of tunes there. I'm gonna list off some of the tunes there. One, the big city.
Mm.
What's the climate in England when you're writing all of these songs? And how did you get into Trojan? Because that's another thing that we want. I saw the movie, by
Okay.
the way.
Yeah.
I
Well,
saw the documentary.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I just see you in the room. I can only remember you in the room, like orchestrating this thing.
yeah. Well, again, I want to pick up on what I said early on, right? About getting staying away from certain
Elements.
people. I a late friend of mine, the great Dimple Hines, who passed about 2 years ago. He had a group called the Marvels, and he's a family friend, right?
Yeah,
And I went down to see him one Saturday evening, or no, it was in the week, down in Kilburn,
yeah,
Cambridge Road, and my friend, my friend used to rehearse his group in the basement, which was one of the first black studio in London, run by Sonny Roberts, right? And Lee Gopal was on the first floor. I think it was his father's building. And Chris Blackwell was on top, Island Records. So, all these bands would come in the basement, little studio, and they would perform and thing. And I said, this sounds good. Rico Rodriguez and a couple others, Jackie Edwards, Tony Washington, all these cats. And I used to sit there and say, oh, yeah, this sounds good. And from there, Lee Gopal, he used to run what do you call it, mail order business,
yeah.
mail out records to people. Sometimes Jamaican records, was selling a lot. So he gave me a box of 45 one evening and asked me if I could, sell it around my here. I did it, and I sold them off, went back, and he said, great. And we took another box, sold them off. And one day, I got a phone call from Lee, because he knew then by the time I was like getting, loving music. So he introduced me to um, uh, Carnival Records,
Yes.
right? And this guy who ran Carnival was part owner of Raider Caroline, one of the first pirate radio station. I don't know if you heard of it. But you're a
No, but
little
I know
boy,
about pirates. Yeah,
you probably don't.
I baby
Right.
them time there.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I did a good thing. I couldn't sign the contract, so I had to take it home to my mother and just say, "What's this, mommy? Please, Anyway, she went down and see these people, you know, and saw them and thing, and yeah, I signed a contract for 3 songs, right?
Yeah.
Did the 3 songs, nothing happened, you know, such. The second session, I did a tune called What a Life. And that took off, my own writing then, right?
Yes.
And that took
Yes.
off. And that's where my whole thing began, 1964 summer, the summer of 1964. Yeah.
I read
What a
on your
Life,
Wikipedia that
right?
you was recording in a house and somebody recorded your session and took it to the radio, and that was your one of your number one hits. Is that a lie?
No, 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 no. I don't go that. When I did the demo, the first demo I did, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
remember paying in them days, £5 to do a demo,
Yes.
right? In the same studio, Sonny Roberts studio,
Yes.
below Chris Blackwell in the basement there, right?
Yeah.
And you know, this was fun, you know, me and a couple guys, no, one girl and a guy did it. And just to hear how I sound on, you know, pay the £5. Yeah, sounds good. You know, I mean, forgot all about it. One day coming from, I started work then. Yeah, one day coming from work, right? Started my apprenticeship. I heard this voice, this sound, and it sounded a bit familiar, you know. So I said, "What's this?" So I walked up slowly to the record shop, right? In Stratford, Stratford Market. There was this, yeah. I said, that sounds like me. Yeah, so I went inside the shop and there's this lady, Rita King. I said, can I see the record? And she showed me. And the name that we gave the guy, right? I forget the name now. Is on the record, you know? And I see R. Thompson, right? As credit.
Yes.
And I say, hey, what's going on here? So the following morning, I couldn't wait for the weekend to finish, right? To end. Bright and early the following morning, I called the guy, right? I said, what's this? You know? And he said he couldn't, he wanted the record sounded good and he couldn't find my address or telephone number or something, which was a load, you know what, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he had my number, right? But it sounds familiar, don't it? The
Yeah.
thing that artist goes through, right?
Yes,
That was
yes,
my
yes, yes.
beginning of music, right?
Yes, in
Yeah.
your career, you started in the right way. Yeah, I forget
Anyway,
Keith before you get rich, you know.
Lee Gockel eventually, he was instrumental. You know, Lee Gockel, ex-Trojan, who passed a few years ago, the man who was Trojan, really.
Yes.
He was instrumental in me starting real. Yeah, 1964.
Wow.
At that time, Millie was kicking up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And today you're still recording tunes. But
Boy,
let me run here for a second to see if I have some questions. Does anybody have any questions? Because I'm gonna move on in a second. So if you got some questions, please give me the questions so I can get into it. I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions.
mm-hmm.
Now, I think I'm gonna get into. I was gonna play this one last, but this is such a big tune. I have to talk about it now in case my internet gets haywire and go crazy here. The message to you, Rudy. I'm jumping into that one. No, I'm gonna jump into that one. That's your own writing. That's you. That is an anthem.
It is, yeah. People say so. Yeah, over years.
It's a across the board anthem for anyone of my contemporaries and the people that listen to ska. That's like it's like the national anthem. That one right there. What was going on when you wrote that song?
Okay.
I know the story, but you can.
Yeah,
I begged you that before. I
left Carnival, right? I left Carnival and I went to Rita King, the same lady who owned the record shop that I heard my that demo coming from. It's a small world, right? So
yeah.
I remember popping into her shop one day and she asked me what is happening, you know. I said, look, I've done anything for 2 years now and things like that, and almost 3. They said, wouldn't you like to do something for me? So I said, well, I don't know, Because then, up to then, music wasn't really, I didn't see music as a, profession.
Wow.
Really. Yeah, anyway, I started an album for her, right? Rock Steady with Dandy, right? And in the middle of the album, not the album was finished. I think the album released. Something came to me, at the time, all these Rude Boys song was, big and thing like that, Myself used to dance to a few of them. Well, yeah, man. Yeah. So something struck me one day. I said, why not write a song, telling the Rude Boys to cool it, you know what I mean? It took 10 minutes. 10 minutes, yeah. Without having a title or nothing. It just came to me. Rudy, a message to you, a message to Rudy or whatever. And I just boom. And I went back to Reese and I said, look, I got something here, I'd like to record. Yeah. And she said, sure, book the studio. I booked the studio, Old Kent Road, Vic Carey, the engineer.
Yeah.
Did the session, blam. I had a bad cold, I can remember, right?
Yeah.
A bad cold, I could hardly sing. Anyway, that demo voice is still on that record. Yeah. You know what I mean? You would, like do the backing and then go back the following day or some other day and put the real thing on.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Wow.
that demo sound was that still, yeah.
So it's a one take.
Yeah, man. Yeah, musician in the studio, 4 or 5 guys. I played piano and four other guys did the track. And something hit me, like my father, I said to you early on, on this jazz record. I love jazz. I'm a jazz man, myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love trombone sound. Every one of my records, if you play most of them, there's a trombone there.
Wow.
And something hit me. Why not put the trombone on this song? So I checked for Rico. I didn't know his whereabouts or nothing. Asked a couple people. Boy, I'm on the hard to deal with, That's what I heard, you know what I mean? Yeah, guys, my senior said to me, man, difficult, not thinking I will play for you, So I said, well, anyway, I eventually got Rico. And they said he wouldn't turn up, but he turned up.
Wow.
He turned up.
Respect.
He turned up, And I remember Rico came in the studio and said, didn't say much, you know what I mean? Me, youth, nervous, a little bit nervous, and tentative. big Jamaican musician, Rico Rodriguez. Yeah, well, so you can imagine. He said to me, "Where you want to play?" He said to me, "Where you want to play?" So I said, "Play the melody line, dun, 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 dun. And then and blow out saliva and did this thing. There was one other on player there, Pepsi, on tenor sax, right?
Yeah.
And Ian Pepsi blew what you heard on the record. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we became good buddies after that.
Well, you have a big hit, you must have to work together.
Eh?
You have a big hit, you must have to work together now, Of
course, yeah. We didn't work together, but session-wise, yes. Yeah. I had him on a few sessions after that, And as you know, history, he played on the special version as well.
Yes.
How about that?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. So
yeah.
During these times, what type of venues are you playing? Where are you playing? Are you more popular now, or were you more popular then? Because you're a legend now.
Well, I think then, I wasn't into shows and things. I was up until this day, and I love to create music in the studio. I used to see some guys suffer on the road. And you should know.
Oh,
Yeah,
the pain, man. Yeah.
yeah. You know, it's not easy, is it? Being on the
No,
road,
it's not.
right?
Mm.
It's
I actually enjoy being on the road, to be honest with you. I love being
I
on the road.
understand. Yeah, I understand.
I
But
love being on the road more than
yeah,
most people understand. I love being out there and just going on the
but
stage.
it's not easy. You know, you have to really love it. Of course, you love
I
it.
really do, man. I
Yeah,
really do. I
yeah.
love it.
So my thing really was when I had the couple of hits,
Yeah.
Susan, you know, and thing. I did a few shows, you know, because you know you have to let fans and
People
things.
see you, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I had a few shows, you know, but I wasn't cut out to be on the road with a group and thing. You know, I didn't like it. To
Hmm.
be honest, yeah, I didn't like it. But you know, I would like have a few shows, 6, 7, 8, done. You know what I mean? After,
Are you still like that?
eh?
Are you still like that now?
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Thank God, thank Jah, however, that life been good to me. You know,
Yeah.
because from day one, I set up my things properly, right? All the copyrights, thing like that and that and that and that and that. You know, I had my things done properly from day
I
one.
forgot to talk to you. I have to talk to you.
Hey, lend a year, you know.
Yeah, man, may I come in
each one,
January. If not December, may I come in? Me and you talk.
each one teach one.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I'm still learning.
Well, today you're still going and you have some new tunes. I thought I was gonna be on one of them, but I see I was X'd out. But men of X, you have this. You have a brand new album, and I listened to it too. The tunes are wicked. I'm gonna play a couple of tunes for them, and then we're gonna come back and talk. Okay?
Yeah, people are loving the album. Trust me.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. It sounds really good, and the rhythms are strong, and it sounds live. Is it live?
Yeah, I've had
Yeah, man.
some very good feedback, and thank you for loving it too.
Yeah, man. It sounds really good. I was like, wow, this for play a dance. This can play a dance. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say the one that I just think I just played it a second ago is the one with you, Roy. Yeah, man. And there's a bunch of them. You have a bunch of them. Let's play a couple of them. You did a remake, which I'm surprised you did an instrumental, which was cool.
yeah, man. I love instrumental. I usually do instrumental.
That was really good. Let me play a couple of tunes. I want to play the single first. Then
Sure.
if you know the single, all right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into this, and this is brand new, Dandy Livingstone, and this one is called Legends. As we enter, nice, warm, and easy.
They call us legends. We are the cornerstone. They call us legends. Sitting on our throne. They call us legends. We wear the golden crown. They call us legends. Let's get on with the show. Give thanks and praise for longevity. A chapter a day creates vitality. We travel around the world doing what we love. Every man, woman, boy, and girl, they scream and shout. They call us legends. We are the cornerstone. They call us legends. Sitting on our throne. They call us legends. Winning crown. They call us legends. Let's get on with the show. The judge and the jury are having fun. One love, sweet music, let it run. We're oldies but goodies, rocking the floor. Hold it, don't lose it, you're gonna get some more. They call us legends. We are the cornerstone. They call us legends. Sitting on our throne.
I'm gonna play a couple more tunes. I'm gonna play a couple more. Let me bring in the next one that I really like. This one too. This one is with you and Uroy. This is wicked too, man. It's actually all of them, but I'm gonna play this one too. This one is called Rootsman Part.
Musical this but flick about wrist to make you hip just jump and
Gone.
twist. Yes, according to the order of a day, for real.
Inside the car sessions, Dandy Livingstone and what are you doing?
To the Rootsman Party,
Boom, y'all.
A traditional party,
Run you.
To the Rootsman Party, welcome.
Let's go.
Sound system, yes, I know rock, guitar, drum.
You know what I say right about now? Will! I'm come again. Yes? Nice sunny say. A big up all the cool now the place. This is the car sessions. Yes.
Yes.
Oh gosh, man.
To the order of a day, for real.
Let's go. Legendary.
Welcome to the Rootsman Party. Welcome. A traditional party. Welcome.
Legendary.
To the Rootsman Party. Welcome.
Dandy Livingstone and Daddy Roy.
Yes, I know rock, guitar, drum beat a drop. It's a double attack. Call out the troops, call the police. People on the loose dancing in the street. Man called Jaluk, sit down on the hillside. A perfect view in just a lick. People down the corner, digging the scene, digging up big promoter. Welcome to the Rootsman Party. Welcome, a traditional party. Welcome to the Rootsman Party. Welcome, a sound system. One love, unity forever. One for all for one. Sound the alarm, it's duty call. Welcome to the Rootsman Party. Welcome, a traditional party. Welcome to the Rootsman Party. Welcome, a sound system party.
They got that trombone.
Make you hip just jump and twist. Yes, according to the order of a day, for real. Sign on seal, tell it to me.
Yes, I know rock, guitar, drum beat a drop. It's a double attack. Call out the troops, call the police. People on the loose dancing in the street. Man called Jaluk, sit down on the hillside. A perfect view in just a licking pipe. Me and the queen hold down a corner, digging the scene, digging up the promoter. Welcome to the Rootsman Party. Welcome.
It's got to be the sounds of Dandy Livingstone. Let me give you another one before we get back to talking to Dandy Livingstone. This one is called Drum Pan Sound. Yeah, let's go. Easy. Warm and easy. Inside the sound zone, Dandy Livingstone on the car sessions. Let's go.
Rumbling over there. It's a drum pan sound.
Sound clash.
All you people better beware. It's a drum pan sound. It will cause you mental stress. Drum pan sound. It's trying to compete with the best. We're gonna run it out of town.
Tell them about the big bad sound.
We ram up the dance anywhere we play. We no need advertisement. People find them way. Music and style, music galore. The crowd gone wild, shouting for more. Police them come, they lock we down. We give them some rum, them join the fun. We are gonna keep up the vibes till morning come. Then we all will smile with the rising sun. There's a rumbling over there. Yes. Sound. All you people better beware. It's a drum pan sound. It will cause you mental stress. Drum pan sound. With the best.
got something. He said, no, we no linger. Sound clashes for sure, surrender. Music in style, music galore. The crowd gone wild, shouting for more. Police them come, they lock we down. We give them some rum, them join the fun. We are gonna keep up the vibes till morning come.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back and talk with Dandy Livingstone, because as I said, the man's time is very precious. We don't want to waste the time when you come in there, you know.
Oh, spend the time on.
We thank you so much for coming in, though, Dandy, man. I really appreciate that, you know.
I thank you. You know, I really appreciate it too. You know.
Yeah, man, I big up my boss, you know. I big up my boss, Computer Paul. Big up Computer anywhere I'm there.
Paul, yeah, Paul the best man, you know.
Yeah, man. I big up the Computer.
Paul Workman, I'm so Dandy, boy. It was just you, you know, but I love working you. Yeah, because you know what you want. You know?
Yeah, he says that all the time.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for your time and patience.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man, yes, man. Well, man.
Yes, man. You're working. Me not say you're working when you're in the studio. Yeah, so yeah, let me for those I'm speaking a little part today, but it goes in and out. I'm shouting out Computer Paul. That's my G in Jamaica. Raised me as a youth. You know what I mean? That's how I got in the studio. That's how I got into recording, and that's how I got on stage. So big up Computer Paul, and he made the link here for me. That's how I met him 5 years ago. So that's so everybody is clear on what's going on here, what we're saying. Okay. So this new record, because this is what we're going to focus on right now, because you've done a great body of work, but you continue to. There's 14 tracks on this record. Yeah. You know, stop work. You know, like sleep.
I don't really get less sleep you need, you know. Just deal with music, man. You know. You know, people used to check me over the years, right?
Yeah.
When I was making music in Jamaica, and they said, "Sun and beach is not all, you know. Make some music, man." So, you know, yeah, people used to send a lot of messages and things. What's up, man? Why don't you make some music? You're old, but you're not cool.
You're not cool.
Yeah, old?
No, you're not. We're old. The older we're old. What am I say? Yeah. Long time gone, short time left, so you have to make here when the sun shines. You see me?
Yeah, but cool. I enjoyed making the album, you know?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it took some time.
It's really good.
It took some time in the sense that I don't rush things, you know. I'll do a track or two now, put it on the shelf, right?
Yeah.
For a few months. And then my wife would probably remind me. I said, "Didn't you make some music the other day?" I said, "Oh, yeah." I get a reminder. And I take them off the shelf, dust them off, and go back in the studio. And
time stops in Jamaica.
Yeah.
It slows down.
Yeah. What's that, Cooley?
I said the time slows down in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Very slow.
You don't even know that 3 weeks pass by.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, man. So, you know, things, once a musician, as you know, always a musician, you know, there's always ideas in your head, don't it? You know? And I don't record people. You know, so any mistake I make it on myself. You know what I mean? I spend my own money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do my own thing. Nobody to answer to myself.
Yeah.
Right? And so far, it's been great.
So who do you have on the record here? Because I played a few for them, but who do you have on the record that you can recollect? Besides Danny, right? Yeah, you have musicians playing, right?
Okay, yeah. I got people like you know, I got the late Nama Robinson played trombone on a couple tracks. He played an instrumental, monkey spanner,
Yes.
and double barrel, and people like David Madden, yeah, Everett Ray, you know Ray, don't you?
I think I
Ray,
know where he came in the studio that day.
yeah,
Yeah.
Everett Ray, you know, Mitchum Khan, guitars.
Yes.
Yeah, he played on quite a few tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. It still has the live feel. It sounds like it was made in a studio with dancehall rhythms and that, but it
Yeah, that
still
was
has the live feel. It's beautiful.
I'm glad you recognized that. That was
Yes, man.
that was the whole idea, to make it sound live.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
And if Paul should hear you say it, he would say exactly the same. Say, "Boy, that time they want." Yeah, man. And as you know, Paul played a great. Paul played bass and keyboards, of course.
Oh,
Yeah. I pressured him on the melodica. He didn't play for years,
Yeah.
I said, "Come, Paul, blow, blow, blow."
Yeah. He's he's in production with my tune, so my tune is come road. But he's an amazing producer.
Yeah, yeah, man, and I really rang him,
You ring it out there, you make him work.
Yeah, man, yeah. But we were great together, and Paul will tell you too, right?
So I want to make sure that everyone knows that. I hope they can see everything where your information is: your Instagram, your Facebook, your PayPal, your Nimvo. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like and share.
Yeah.
Say where you're from, where you're from, and contribute to the artists. And make sure you know that you're showing your love to the legend.
Cool.
Here. Yes, sir.
Hey, you played a part on this album as well, on my album as well, Don't you remember?
Oh, well, I didn't hear it. I was listening for it in the track, but I didn't hear it. I think I got cut out in the edit.
No, you couldn't edit out the great Cooley, man. You're joking. What song is it? Which one of the song is it?
Really wild. I had a small part.
Okay. Sorry about that. The wild bit. I
edit out.
Took out.
Do you see it there?
Feel no way. But
I think I was in some other parts of it, though.
You're in the intro, man. You're in the intro, man. You're in the intro.
Okay.
Yeah. Standing up for the rhythm.
Yes. Oh, that's it. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I made it. All right.
Yeah. Grammy style, man.
All right. All right. Let me see where we are. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions before we go, because it's gonna be 3:30 and that's that's the cutoff time.
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, there's so many I can't. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like and share, say where you're from. Oh Lord, 71 shares, Dandy.
Huh?
71 shares already, That nice. Thank you, people. 71 shares. That's beautiful.
Okay.
And
great.
Yeah, and they're gonna watch it again on the replay. So that should be nice. Let me play two more tunes. I got some time, so I'm just gonna play two more tunes, okay? You alright with that?
Yeah, man, I mean.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna play two more tunes. I'm gonna play one that they know, and it's actually I wanna play the double barrel one. The double barrel.
Okay.
Alright? Or you wanna select one? Which one you wanna select? Tell me which. Double barrel is okay? Okay. Inside car sessions, tin car, double barrel.
Take this train for a musical excursion.
Big tune. Oh, you mean? T loves the sounds. Monster wheel. Matthew, you're killing me. Wheel. Man said, Matthew said wheel, so I forgive him the wheel.
Another man is back.
Big up the DC crew.
Brand new version. Take this train for a musical excursion.
Oh, my internet is acting up. Silly you. Christopher's in the building. The Hungry Crew. Jenny's in the building. Lacey's in the building. Johnny Bravo's definitely in the building. Who else we got in here? Woo! Alan is in the building. Jamie is in the building. I'm a Barry Saxon, sets up for the trouble.
The session is on fire.
Switzerland is in the building. Lot of mercy.
Satisfy your heart desire.
Pick up yourself, Wally.
Jam down.
Skip is in the building.
Ever wicked and wild.
The pressured up deep south. Dave is in the building. Respect.
That's how they do.
John Stock is in the building. Respect, Joe. Yeah, man. Chitter is in the building. Rebecca is in the building. Chanel says, hi, Granddad. One. Also, answer, we're coming back here with you, Grandy. I think some of the grandkids are there saying hello. Chin you.
Chin, man.
Shall big you up.
Yeah. All right, Chin, man.
Granddad says hi. Yeah, man. So we got 6 more minutes here. You want to shout anybody out while we're here?
Yeah. I'm lost for words now.
All right, let me do
All the
it.
people I know, big up yourselves,
Everybody will love you.
You know.
Wifey.
Wifey's in the other room.
Big up wifey.
Big up my grandson.
Yes.
He just did well in golf in a tournament. Yeah, man.
You breed some Tiger Woods.
Yeah, well, all sort of wood.
Okay. Hey. Well, Dandy Livingstone, thank you ever so much for coming on this show. This is a pleasure.
My pleasure.
It's a pleasure and an honor, you know what I mean?
You must come out to Jamaica after all this.
What do you mean? They don't know something come down there, man. Of course.
We're living in some serious times, but hopefully, we get over it soon.
Yeah.
And we can get back to do what we usually do, or probably we won't do what we usually do. A lot of us.
We're gonna do something different.
Something
different. But don't you have a show coming up online pretty soon? You have a live show performance?
Yeah, on the 12th.
on the 12th of July, right?
Yeah. Next Sunday week. Yeah.
Sunday. That's going to be on your page, right?
Yeah.
So you're hearing that, ladies and gentlemen. Please tune in for that. We are making sure that we support the king. You know what I mean? Support the man, because this is
The live gigs, the shows, the couple festival and thing, and in Europe. That's out of the question now.
okay. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. So now you have to do it from Jamaica, which is not a bad place to be.
Yeah.
I saw in the video. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, go on his YouTube page because the videos are there. I saw in the video that you were in the studio and there was a bunch of gentlemen, older gentlemen in the place. So they were. I'm assuming they are legends because you wouldn't have them in your video unless they're my legend. You know what I mean?
Oh man, you mean in in that video?
Yes. When you come with a Chris Kia, the Bentley.
Yeah, they were shy. They were shy. They were shy, man.
You have a beautiful view, by the way. Yeah, beautiful view.
Yeah, you like the view.
Yeah, man, you have a beautiful view. Oh, I love the view. Love the view.
It's Jamaica over there, there's a lot of so many views, eh? A lot of us don't even appreciate it, because we just look in one direction,
Yeah, well, the foreigner them appreciate
When the
it.
foreigner them come, them see everything.
Yes, man, we see everything and we appreciate it. You see me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose
man.
when you live, the closer you are to things,
Yeah.
don't really
The
appreciate
shorter the
what's
sight
around.
is, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we have a concrete jungle amongst us, so obviously it's broke up buildings and,
New
we don't see the
York,
beauty.
New York style.
Yeah, New York, New York.
Yeah,
That's why anytime we get cold, I run down there. I'm
yeah, I
gonna
know.
just chill. You see me?
Chill out differently. Yeah,
Every year, as much as
I know.
possible.
I know. All
Ladies and
right.
gentlemen, that was our time with Dandy Livingstone, the legend. And his new tune, his new record is called "They Call Us Legends." Make sure you get that.
Yes, all the vinyl people. By the end of the month, we should have the good old vinyl
There you go.
physical. Yeah.
But they could find you on iTunes and those
But
type of
right now it's on the digital platforms. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. But by the end of the month, yeah, you'll be able to hold the record. Yeah.
And just so you know, Dandy, if you wanna, when you go back, once this is closed, you can go back and look at the questions. If there's any questions that we haven't answered, you can go on your Facebook, and then they'll
I'll
have the
acknowledge
questions. Yeah, because I'm sure they'd
I'll
appreciate that.
Yeah. We'll acknowledge all
All
of
right.
it, right? Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Of course, man. How you mean? Bless.
Come on.
Ladies
Have
and
a good
gentlemen,
evening.
good evening. I'm gonna go look a place to park now because I'm in front of a hydrant.
Serious business.
Yeah, my man. For make the thing work, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, cool.
Ladies and
One
gentlemen.
love.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'll
one
see
love.
you soon. I'll see you
Yeah,
soon.
one love.
One
Yeah.
love. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been our show for today. That's the end of the car sessions. I shall see you on Friday with a special guest. And know that next week, Wednesday, I have a very special guest. In fact, I will let him know before I say his name. But I have a special guest on Wednesday as well. So come through and I shall see you then. Bless and big up yourself. Dandy Livingstone out, cool around out. And bad.
Oh, yeah. Mm.